In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use the trim function in Make to automatically clean up messy text inside your automation scenarios. Make, formerly known as Integromat, is one of the most powerful no-code automation platforms available, and knowing how to manipulate text properly can be the difference between workflows that run smoothly and ones that quietly break at the worst possible moment. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. Before we dive into the steps, it's worth understanding why trimming text actually matters in an automation context. When data flows into Make from external sources, whether that's a form submission, a webhook payload, a spreadsheet, or an API response, it almost never arrives perfectly clean. Users type an extra space before their name, copy-paste text that carries a trailing line break, or API's return fields padded with white space that isn't visible to the naked eye. That invisible junk causes real problems downstream. String comparisons fail, filters break, and data gets stored incorrectly in your database or CRM. The trim function strips all of that leading and trailing white space in one stroke, giving you clean, reliable data before it ever reaches the next module. The first thing you need to do is open your Make scenario and click on the specific module where you want to process the text. This is the module that's receiving the raw, potentially messy data. Think of it as the point in your workflow where the cleaning happens before the information gets passed along to anything else. You're not creating a new module here. You're working inside one that already exists in your flow, so make sure you've opened the right scenario and that you're targeting the correct module in the chain. Once you've clicked into that module, locate the gear icon or click directly into the text field you want to edit. The gear icon opens the full module setup panel, which is what you'll typically use when configuring multiple fields at once. However, if you only need to edit one particular field, you can often click straight into the value box and the expression editor will surface right there. Either path leads to the same place. If you're new to Make, the gear icon appears in the upper right corner of the module bubble on the canvas. It's small, so look carefully, especially when your scenario is busy with many connected modules. Now you need to open the expression editor. This is the panel represented by the letter A icon, sometimes labeled as the functions menu depending on which version of Make you're running. You'll find the toggle inside the text field you want to edit. It switches the field from simple text input mode into the full expression editor, where you can apply built-in functions to your data on the fly without writing a single line of external code. If you've never ventured into the expression editor before, take a moment to look around once you're in there. It's one of the most genuinely powerful corners of the entire platform, and getting comfortable with it will unlock a huge amount of capability. Inside the expression editor, navigate to the Text and Binary Functions tab and select the trim function from the list. Make organizes its functions into clear categories: math, date, text, array, and so on, so finding trim is straightforward once you're in the right section. You can also type the word trim into the search bar if your version offers one, and it will appear immediately. When you select it, Make inserts its syntax into the editor for you. What trim actually does is elegantly simple. It removes all white space characters from the very beginning and the very end of a string. That includes spaces, tabs, and new line characters, anything that doesn't belong there, and that you'd never catch by eye when inspecting your data. The final step is to place the text variable you want to clean inside the parentheses of the trim function. So the expression reads something like trim, opening parentheses, your variable reference, closing parentheses. In a real scenario, this looks like trim of double curly brace, the module number, a dot, the field name, double curly brace. That notation is how Make references data from earlier modules in the scenario. The number identifies which module produced the data, and the word after the dot names the specific field. Make sure both parentheses are in place. A missing bracket is one of the most common causes of expression errors in Make, and the editor will usually flag it in red so you can catch it before confirming. Once the expression is set, click OK to confirm the field and save your scenario. Then run a test with real data. Try a string that has a leading space or a trailing tab, and watch the output come through clean. That test run is important. It confirms the function is wired up correctly, and gives you the confidence to let the scenario run automatically on live data. You've now completed every step, and you know exactly how to apply the trim function inside Make to strip unwanted white space from any text field in your automation. This small technique delivers outsized results across dozens of real-world scenarios, normalizing email addresses before they enter a CRM, cleaning form responses before a database write, and preparing strings for exact match filters that would otherwise fail silently. As a natural next step, explore the other functions in Make's text tab. Lower, upper, replace, and substring all pair beautifully with trim and give you complete control over any string that passes through your workflows. If you found any value in today's video, hitting that like button is a small gesture that makes a huge difference in helping others find this content. Drop a note in the comments as well, whether it's something specific you enjoyed or a suggestion for how we can make these tutorials even better. We read every single one, and your feedback directly shapes what we build next. Save this video to revisit the steps whenever you need them, and I'll see you in the next one.